to Sebastian Vettel, goes down the inside on Valtteri Bottas. What a brilliant move.
Vai Seb, grande.
Pulling over to the side as Hamilton now has a go at Valtteri Bottas. And Hamilton moves up into second place as Sebastian Vettel wins the British Grand Prix and leads home Lewis Hamilton in second place.
Grandissimo Seb, grandissimo, sei un leone, te l'ho detto.
Tac 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 tac. Yeah! grazie mille.
The fight for 5 world titles goes on and a victory today, hard fought and well won.
Hello everyone, here we are again on live to watch the second half of my 2018 Formula 1 documentary Silver vs Red 5 or Nothing, the second season where Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton, this time both as a 4 times F1 world champion, fights for the 5th title. That's why it's 5 or nothing. First of all, welcome everyone, thank you to the people that is on live here. If you are watching the replay in the future, it doesn't care. Thanks to be here. And first of all, as always, for the people that will be watching this live in the future as a replay, I will place in this card the first half of this watch along of the watch along of this documentary in case you would like to go to watch. And for the people that is right now on live, as I am, thank you guys for stay there. I see some messages in the chat about people that is trying to come here to join in this live stream and how you can be here, because it was really fun. Especially in the last live streams where we were watching documentaries. It was very fun to share with all of you these documentaries, chatting, commenting with you the documentaries. I know you enjoy it. And let's see if we can finish this one. The battle, as I said, between Luis and Seth in 2018. Let's see how it finishes, in case you have no idea. But I'm sure it's going to be epic and intense. So as always, guys, you have the chat to comment the documentary with me, and let's try to enjoy this watch along. At the end, these live streams are for that, to be connected in some way, watching together these videos as a Formula 1 fans we are, and it's really cool. So this is the point where we finished the other day, the first half. We watched 38 minutes.
Really.
Well, these are the drivers' interview after the British Grand Prix. That is the last race we watched. It's round 10 or 9. I'm not sure. But the gap in points actually is this one. Sebastian Vettel leads by 8 points difference against Lewis Hamilton after a first half of the championship that was super thrilling, where we watched a lot of ups and downs for Sebastian and for Lewis. Even more for Lewis Hamilton, to be honest. In a season that has been really chaotic, unexpected, with a very strong Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel, especially in the first races in qualifying. He got a lot of pole positions. Then Lewis was able to catch up Sebastian after the really bad start in the first 2 races. Lewis, with a bit of luck as well, he was able to catch Sebastian. And then they were constantly switching the lead of the championship. Sometimes was Sebastian, next race Hamilton, next race Sebastian, next race, and in that way until round 9 or 10. That is this one where Sebastian Vettel won a very great race at Silverstone. Lewis finished second, and the gap now it's only 8 points. Where we are in the exactly in the half of the championship, of the 2018 championship, and now we have to watch the second half. Who's gonna win this? Obviously, if you know the story, but it's always fun to remember these days. And let's see what happened in this second chapter on track between Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. So let's go for it, guys. Let's start watching the next race. That is, it's exactly this point. Germany, the German Grand Prix, it's round 11. And here is where we will going to start the second half of the watch along. 8 points gap between Sebastian Vettel and Lewis. Remember, this is the country of Sebastian Vettel. This is the weekend where Sebastian Vettel races at home. Let's see if he can capitalize a good result here on his home race, or Lewis is able to win or to be championship leader again. So let's start, guys, directly. And as always, before to start, final message. You can comment anything about it with me on the chat. You have also activated the super chat in case you would like to send a special message, and also to support this channel, my work as a content creator. If you really love my documentaries, these lives, my videos, my F1 videos, the super chat is one of the best options. There are more at the top. There are a lot of options to support me as a content creator, and as I said, super chat is one of them. And also you can comment anything in the chat. I will be reading you. Okay, so I will place the headset, and I think I'm ready. So German Grand Prix, let's see what happened. This is qualifying. Let's see what happened in qualifying session first. And here we go.
It puts Esteban Ocon maybe in a bit of trouble in the Force India as well. And who's that going very wide? Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh, going wide.
And he's stuck in fourth gear then.
Stop.
Wow, we start in a super chaotic way or intense way. With Lewis Hamilton having big troubles in qualifying. You can see how he ran off the track, and the car was bouncing. Not sure if that caused some kind of damage, because Lewis is saying now the car is stopping now. He has some kind of issue.
It's trundling. No, stop.
Stop. Loss of hydraulic. Wow, unbelievable. What a way to start the weekend for Lewis Hamilton in qualifying. He lost the hydraulic.
Loss of hydraulic. Could scrap PU risk. This is a PU risk.
PU risk, that means it's terminal. He has to stop and to finish the qualifying session. That actually I think is Q1 only.
And this is Hamilton getting out of his Mercedes car.
That's the end of qualifying.
He's trying to push.
Wow, and he's trying to push the car to the garage, but this is in the middle of the track, in the sector 2.
Back into the pits.
Crazy.
Down at turn 10, Lewis Hamilton stopped the car.
He's trying to do it.
Moving again.
It's crazy.
I
think maybe that sounds silly in that moment. It's impossible. He can recover the car to the pits. It's really far away, but you know, you have to understand the context of this. In the context of this, Lewis Hamilton is fighting very hard for the championship against a very strong Sebastian Vettel in Ferrari. So basically, he's trying to find some kind of hope. The car, I don't know, come back to speed again, or I have no idea, or the marshals can help him to bring the car home at garage. But I think he was so immersed in the championship fight, and he knows how painful should be to finish this qualifying session at the back of the grid, knowing he's the second driver in the championship right now. He has to chase Sebastian, makes him like try to do something desperate. That's my my theory. Like he was even forgetting how far is the garage, the pit lane from where he is right now, trying to push his car to there. It's like, drivers and champions have that mentality that they try everything possible, even if it looks impossible. That's also something I like, and I enjoy a lot editing this moment, because for me it's the mentality of a champion, in some way.
So I was trying to see if I can get the car back to the garage. I was trying to push it back in the hope that maybe they could fix it.
Exactly.
Lewis Hamilton.
And now they realize right now, you can see, he realized right now that it's over. It's impossible. It's too far away from the, from the pit lane.
Is out of qualifying.
And you can see his movements, his body language. It's absolutely disappointed, and
He looks properly.
Look at that. This image, it's unbelievable, guys. I will not say that I love it, because it's a bad moment for Lewis, but it's for me, represents so much, this image, seeing Lewis. Like, he starts to thinking maybe that the championship can be lost with this DNF in qualifying.
Winded and wounded now.
Sometimes you just can't believe things happen and unfold the way they do.
It's absolutely disappointed, sad that, looks looks right now that he has lost the championship, but as I said, it's round 11 of 19, I think, or 20 in the season. It's crazy how much affect that DNF to Lewis in qualifying, and it's not the race even. And you have next day to race. Hey, Lewis, are you okay? The marshal is saying, Lewis, are you okay? What happened to you? Maybe even the marshals are thinking, why you are like that? You know, are you injured or something?
Hey. Okay, it's all over. By my calculations, we win the championship by 1 point.
Well, that is a flashback that probably maybe has no sense maybe for some of you. And I decided to put it in the documentary because that is the race in 2007 where Lewis lost the championship in 2007. In his rookie season, he was leading in the final race in Brazil, and he lost it because of that. Because his car stopped suddenly at some point of the race. Raikkonen won that race in Ferrari and crowned champion. And Lewis lost that championship, you know. It's a moment where Lewis lost his first championship.
It's all over. By my calculations, we win the championship by 1 point.
And Raikkonen won that championship by 1 point.
Oh no!
And this is the Silver War era in 2016 when, in the fight against Rosberg in Malaysia, in the final races, Lewis was leading. He was chasing in the championship Nico, his teammate, and his engine blow up. And that DNF probably was one of the main reasons because Lewis was not able to win that championship. It was another moment that made Lewis to lose a championship.
When you're fighting for a championship this close, you can't afford days like this.
Exactly, and that's what he's saying right now, Lewis. That he was saying that in the post qualifying interview after that moment. Like he's trying to let's say to let know people that is very important, this DNF in a championship that is so tight. The flashback adds so much context to Lewis' emotional response. I love it. Oh, really? Good to know. Good to know. Scan work 43. Thank you so much for letting me know, because some people maybe that has not too much idea about the F1 history in previous seasons, maybe have not too much idea about what means for Lewis these moments. But for me, when I saw Lewis like that in the documentary, when I was making the documentary, I added these flashbacks to try to understand what he was trying to explain Lewis in this moment, why he was so disappointed. You know, that was my concept, or the idea I had on mind. I think it's cool, so I'm glad to know you also like it.
Provisional pole for Valtteri Bottas. Toto Wolff.
Fortunately, now Valtteri Bottas is on pole. Maybe can save the day for Lewis. That is DNF, so can avoid Bottas, the teammate of Lewis, the pole position of Sebastian at home.
Cannot believe where that has
Even Toto Wolff is crazy. It's like, how he did that? Because in that weekend, Sebastian was really strong.
come from.
Here comes Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel, if he holds this lap together, could absolutely smash the track.
Can he do it?
Here at Hockenheim, Vettel crosses the line now, and it is pole.
And it is.
Sebastian Vettel in front of his home fans.
Woohoo! Adrenaline. Thank you guys.
And Sebastian Vettel got pole position, exactly what he has to do. 8 points leading the championship, pole position, and his rival for the championship, DNF in Q1, and probably will start in the last one at the back of the grid. For the moment, this is absolutely perfect for Sebastian Vettel in his chances, in his title chasing, his 5th title chasing at home. But now it's time for the race. Let's see what happens. Race day, guys. Driver parade. Lewis, focus, starting at the back.
Lewis, after a hard day's night, what's the plan?
The game plan is to try and go forwards. Try and catch Sebastian somehow.
And Lewis is saying that he will try to catch Sebastian somehow, even starting so at the back. And for me, this kind of mind games that we told in the previous documentary in 2017 in the Singapore Grand Prix, where Lewis is tied with Sebastian in the championship, and it looks that is in a wrong position. But he always have this kind of mentality. He knows that now he's been listened by all the drivers, all the rest of the drivers, and all the crowd. And saying that, he knows that Sebastian Vettel is listening that as well. So it's like a message for Sebastian, like, even starting at the back, I will not give up. I will go for you. That's my interpretation of this, you know. Sebastian signing people relax, nervous. He knows he has a great opportunity. He just has to win this race and to increase the gap in the championship. Luis starting at the back. It's a really, really nice chance for Sebastian. Absolutely perfect. Obviously, maybe he's a bit nervous. He knows he has to win because he's in a fantastic position at home. But obviously, you have to do it.
And it's all about teamwork. You see Valtteri Bottas in front of you. So how much of a help he can be for you?
I just told Valtteri just to go out and win the race. So I'm counting on him to win.
Well, very intelligent decision. Obviously, his teammate is probably his best ally right now that can avoid Vettel's win. So obviously, Luis is cheering for Valtteri, I'm sure.
Sebastian!
Nico Rosberg. Whoa, here we are, Nico. Nice to see always from the Silver War days. In the interview to Sebastian Vettel before the race, sorry, yes.
Was that a magical lap yesterday under all that pressure?
Yeah, fortunately, no mistakes. So no, it was a great lap. The car was amazing yesterday. I think you know when you step in and you feel the car is doing what you want, it's a great feeling. And to do it here in front of the home crowd is fantastic. So fingers crossed for the race and hopefully we'll have a good one.
Obviously for Sebastian, he's smiling, but I'm sure in that moment the pressure was immense. Like, I cannot fail to my home crowd. I am in pole. Like, Luis is so at the back that it's my day. It has to be my day. It's, you know, it's all in my favor to finish this race and this weekend with a good gap, winning among my fellows, my German fellows. But obviously, as I said, probably is now feeling the pressure that it has to complete the task. P1 for Sef. We are ready, guys. And Luis is starting in P14. Wow. Obviously, Luis has a very good car. He has to recover places. Question is how much can he recover? How many places can he recover? Here we go. It's the moment, guys. Can Valtteri also do something to avoid Vettel's win today?
It's lights out, away we go. Bottas reacted quickest. Can he now catch
Good start. For the moment, Sebastian Vettel avoid that risk from Valtteri.
Into turn one we go, and they're all keeping it clean. Vettel ahead of Bottas.
And Luis trying to recover places. 14. Uyuyuy. Another one. Wow, this is a great move in that corner. This is Alonso and show. Let him pass Hamilton and show. Let him pass here. Alonso is always so intelligent that he's saying, I have nothing to win here with Luis behind. It's not my race. I let you pass. I let you by. P11. Oh, P10. Go for the Renault. P9. P8. P7. Vettel still leading. No troubles. Everything clean. And Luis is still chasing and passing people. That was 6th.
Have we done to this point? Okay. Is this bad days ahead?
This is all looking good, Lewis, all looking good. So still 53 laps to go.
Now Luis asking by his teammate what he's doing. 53 laps to go. Still a long way to go. And Luis is in a very good position right now. So very good recovery in just a couple of laps. Danny, love your content, especially the Silver Wars. However, have you ever thought about the documentary? And what is the second half of the message, Andy? Can read. About AD21. What is AD21? AD21. AD21? What is that? Let me know, please. Well, continue. Okay, Vettel stops.
Was Sebastian Vettel. Dark clouds overhead.
Watch out, dark clouds, guys. That's important. the weather forecast is unpredictable, maybe it rains, and this is probably the only thing that can stop Sebastian right now. Now Vettel is...
This is just silly, I'm just losing time. And
Sorry, Kimi Raikkonen is leading, and Sebastian Vettel now is blaming about it because Kimi has to stop and is saying, this is just silly, I'm losing time and destroying my tires. And it's true because right now Vettel is the real leader and Kimi Raikkonen, his teammate, who's should to help Raikkonen, is not helping him, you know, it's not helping to Kimi right now, so to Seth right now, so Ferrari should let Vettel by right now. Is the championship contender. Kimi is not in the title fight.
Top two have pitted. Hamilton running third hasn't so far.
don't you see the tire temperature?
Still, Vettel still behind Kimi. What happened to the video you edited? Which video? Which of them?
Can you see it?
It's absolutely no sense. No sense, guys. What is doing Ferrari here? I never understand, I never understood why Ferrari don't let by Vettel as soon as possible in that context. It's still on YouTube. But which video? Let me know which video are you trying to find, and I can tell you where it is, because not all my videos actually are here on YouTube. But I would like to know which video are you trying to looking for, and in that way I can help you much easier.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
Vettel hanging back. I think he is hanging back, and I think he's probably doing that to...
Silver red. Okay. This one, do you mean? These documentaries and the rest are not here on YouTube anymore. And they are on the website, dannyfloss.com. You have the link in my channel. There is a link, and you can go there easily. Probably after this live stream I will place a link here, but basically you can find this documentary and the other silver red documentaries there in my website. It's the way you can find them and watch. So dannyfloss.com, link in my channel, and you can enjoy the documentaries. But let's enjoy this one here that has been very intense.
Show what lap time he can do.
Well, Vettel is still second.
Not quite so close to his teammate.
Kimi, this is Jock. Your
Finally.
are slightly different, and we'd like you not to hold up, Seb. Thank you.
Finally.
It's the 2018 version of Fernando is faster than you.
Yeah, sadly. That version, well, maybe for people that have not too much idea about 2010, basically this same circuit happened the same. Fernando Alonso was driving for Ferrari in 2010. His teammate was Felipe Massa, the Brazilian driver. Massa was leading, Alonso was faster. Alonso was fighting for the championship, but the team radio messages and team orders were banned in that moment in 2010. So the engineer had to say to Felipe, Fernando is faster than you. That is a message of please let Fernando by. So this is the same situation. But now team orders are allowed, so they could say to Kimi that much earlier. But at least Vettel now is leading the place where it should be. But Hamilton has to stop still. But what happens if it's rain? It will save one stop. But it's the opposite, because Valtteri is not fighting for the championship. Lewis is, and is in front. So if I will be Mercedes team principal, I will maintain these positions. Exactly the opposite to what I will do.
Can still win this Grand Prix.
Okay, so box.
Okay.
Box.
Box for Lewis. He will put the instant dry tires.
Can't wait for the rain, or they don't think the rain's going to be coming, but Mercedes taking what could be a big gamble here.
Exactly, because if it's rain now, that's ruining the Lewis Hamilton race. Okay, dry tires.
So we think a light rain may appear turn 6.
Prediction in 10-15 minutes.
Oh, race prediction in 10-15 minutes, guys. This is gonna be complicated. This is gonna be difficult. All drivers right now in dry tires, but looks rain is coming.
Charles Leclerc.
Oh,
And that was nothing to do with the rain whatsoever, but that was a perfectly executed pirouette.
Wow, what a good move by Leclerc there, controlling the car.
Yeah, it's raining a lot now. Okay, this we expect it to last 3 minutes and no more.
Wow, now it's raining a lot, but only 3 minutes. Is enough to survive on dry tires? Difficult situation. That situation can change the race completely. What happened to Ferrari as well with Sebastian?
Keep your eye out.
The Bottas up the inside of Raikkonen, is he?
It is Bottas on the inside of Raikkonen. Kimi
Yes.
manages just to stay ahead.
This is fight for P2.
And it goes on the track, and there's a force injury of Sergio Perez.
Now, definitely the track conditions are getting worse. Now it's super easy to have a span to crash. The Lewis and Seb has to take care, and you know, a single mistake can ruin your race.
Spinning off the track as well and kicking up.
This is before.
Bottas is ahead of Kimi Raikkonen.
But Bottas passed Raikkonen. And Sebastian leading. Watch out.
I gotta try and catch Sebastian somehow.
Flashback.
Sebastian Vettel needs to cover him off. Kimi Raikkonen.
This is Singapore 2017. If you watch the previous documentary, you know what it means. The two Ferrari drivers crashing each other.
And he's crashed.
Oh no!
Oh, it's an out of the race. Sebastian Vettel.
And it happened, guys. Sebastian Vettel crashed out of the race when he was leading at home. Perfect day for him that now has turned into a nightmare. By the way, before to continue, maybe about these flashbacks, why I place these flashbacks.
Kimi Raikkonen.
I gotta try and catch Sebastian somehow.
This is the mind games we told previously, where Lewis, even starting at 14, in the driver interview, he said, I will try to catch Sebastian somehow, before the moment he will crash. It's like reminding that situation, like something could happen in race, you know, as it happened at the end.
Sebastian Vettel needs to.
And this flashback, as I said previously, Singapore 2017. What happened here? If you watch previous documentary and you know the story, Vettel and Hamilton were fighting for the championship previous season, 2017. And in Singapore, same situation, starting on pole Sebastian, Hamilton on 5th place. Sebastian has all in his favor to win that race and to continue fighting for the championship. But this race start where Verstappen crashed into Raikkonen and Raikkonen crashed into Vettel, turn around completely that race that start in rain conditions, forcing to Vettel to retire in that race, and Hamilton won that race, changing absolutely the situation of the championship completely. So yeah, 17 was fire. We watched the documentary. The watch-along is here on the channel, so you can check it out as well. Basically, this is a flashback that is telling you that something like this can happen next year. And this is what is happening right now. Next year, Germany, Vettel leading, and there lost the car. And boom.
Out of the race, Sebastian Vettel.
You can see how he's punching the steering wheel, is because he knows what it means. He knows what it means. Where we were talking about before, the pressure he had to win in this race. Lewis is starting 14. You are leading by 8 points and you can increase the gap at home. You have all in favor to have one of the best weekends in your Formula 1 career. And thanks because of the rain, you ended up like that. So you have everything, you lost everything. Obviously the mechanics were like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Sake.
Obviously now Sebastian is even, I think he was crying. You can listen to his voice. I think he was crying.
Sorry guys.
Sorry guys. It's really frustrating. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Pierre3 MQ, Red Silver and 8th and 1. Best edit. Thanks for the memories. Thank you so much, man, for your super chat. Well, you can watch these documentaries, as I said, in the web, are there, and I have a great news for you. The documentaries that are on the web, the quality is better. In the case of the 8th and 1, the version you can find on the web is a remastered version that is much better than what I uploaded to in YouTube some years ago. New graphics, new color grading, much better sound quality. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you again for your super chat, man. It means a lot, your support. Thank you again. And yeah, well, as I said, Vettel is absolutely destroyed here.
Well, not much emotions. I mean, disappointed. Small mistake with a big impact on the race result.
Exactly. A small mistake with a big impact in the race result. That's exactly the right phrase, or the phrase that defines this incident, this mistake. Big little mistake that have a big impact in the championship. The race is not over yet. Now, probably Sebastian is thinking, please, I hope Lewis don't win this race at least.
This is racing, so it's my mistake. For sure, it was not a good day in the end.
Safety car deployed.
What
safety car
they put on Valtteri Bottas
now? It's time to decide. If it's still raining, they have to put wet tires.
first. It's all confusion.
Got anything ready for
No tires.
With the ultra soft tires, that's what they want to be putting on.
No
The
tires.
soft tires.
Jesus, what a big amount of time has lost Valtteri. Dry tires again. They are thinking that the rain will not last too much. Lewis is second now.
Box. Get the gap. So gap to Valtteri is...
Keep me saying now.
Okay, Kimi is staying out. Now the confusion is massive, because question is, do you go for wet tires? Do you still on the dry tires? Kimi decide to continue on track and don't stop under safety car, so he will keep leading. So you stop for try to put the wet tires. What you can do on this situation? Stay out. And the engineer is saying, Bono is saying to Lewis, stay out. But this is entering in the pit. So actually there is a total confusion in Mercedes. They have no idea what to do. And now it's saying this is crazy. And Bono said now, no, don't stay out. Now in. It's crazy. And once Lewis was said by Bono, no, stay out, and was entering the pit, he was trying to shortcut the grass to come back to the track. And I'm not sure if this is allowed, to be honest. I have no idea if it's allowed once you enter in the pits to came out and to rejoin into the track. And now suddenly he received the opposite message. No, in.
Hey, man.
And finally, obviously, Lewis cannot come back again, so he has to stay out. But what a moment! What a moment!
Hey, just go.
Just go. And clearly, that was a mistake by the team, because you cannot say to Lewis in 3 seconds two messages that are absolutely opposite. Lewis was absolutely confused, and at the end he decided to stay out. So let's see if that works or not. Obviously, if it's still raining more, they have to stop again. But Kimi also is on dry tires leading. So
Hamilton leads with Kimi Raikkonen pitting.
But now Raikkonen decide to pit. Not sure if for inter tires. So basically, Ferrari has given the leader, the championship, the lead of the race to Lewis Hamilton.
Hamilton has now taken over in the lead behind the safety car.
Wow, unbelievable.
Safety car really needs to pick up the pace. This is like stone cold tires.
Now Lewis Hamilton and starting 14 is leading the race in this chaotic situation.
Racing once again.
Still raining. All drivers on slicks. I don't understand the strategy of Ferrari here, because I mean, it's on the slick, so why you stop again? If you I don't understand why Ferrari beat Raikkonen in that moment. He was leading.
Parabolic, we go.
Oh, look at Valtteri.
Look at the extra grip Valtteri Bottas.
Goes for his teammate. Wow, that moment was crazy, because it's not allowed. It's not allowed. They will give penalty. Do you think so? Not sure. Not sure if Lewis received a penalty for that, to be honest. I don't think so. He received it, but I'm not sure if it's legal or not, to be honest. And Daniel, of your war, especially the Silver Wars, and can you please do a detailed analysis of the AD21? No need to report any but the facts from the start to the first lap incidents. do everything. Ah, I understand. AD21 is Abu Dhabi 21. A detailed analysis. Oof, that race is very controversial, man. Well, we can talk about it someday. Well, in my watch-along, in the watch-along I made about the 21 documentary that is on this YouTube channel, I talk about that moment. So we were watching Abu Dhabi 21 and I gave my opinion. So I think there you can check my thoughts about that situation. So it's in the watch-along, as I said, part 2 of the 21 documentary. And I think there I share my thoughts about it. So yeah, I think it's there. I was talking about the confusion between Bono and Lewis. Okay, yeah. Well, maybe it's illegal what Bono said to change the opinion so many times. Anyway, guys, now Valtteri was attacking Lewis like crazy. Obviously, Ancho, now it's the famous phrase, I think, from Wolves.
Valtteri, it's James, please hold position. I'm sorry.
Please hold position. Don't attack Lewis. And it's normal. In this moment, Lewis is winning the race. Vettel is out. It's a nice chance for Lewis to retake the lead of the championship with a big margin. And yeah, no sense Valtteri is attacking right now Lewis. So it's the right message.
Bobby James.
In Germany, Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis wins the race, guys. And look at that. From a beautiful day for Sebastian to a nightmare for Sebastian and a spectacular day for Lewis. Who was thinking before the start of the race that Lewis will be the winner and Vettel will be out? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And we can talk about this later on, but this race for me changed everything in the championship context. Absolutely everything. And also changed for me to Sebastian Vettel forever. It's a very, very personal opinion I have. I even made some edits about it. But yeah. For me, this race changed Sebastian Vettel forever and the championship destiny here in Germany. So many memes with these boys. I understand the James Walsh radio message are you talking about? I'm sure, you know. Yeah, it's. I remember those days. It was very, very, very fun, and it was part of the meme. A lot of years later, that message. So it's James. I remember those days. So now the championship. Starting with 8 points advantage, Sebastian over Lewis Hamilton, and ended up in this race with 17 points advantage of Lewis Hamilton. Crazy, absolutely crazy, but Lewis did everything right. And yeah, never give up. That's the spirit of Lewis, and in this race was a perfect example.
From 14th on the grid, wins the German Grand Prix.
And not only that, it's 1 and 2 for Mercedes. It's crazy.
And for the first time in Germany, Mercedes have a 1-2 finish
at home as well, because also this race is the home race of Mercedes as a team. They are Germans, so what a day for Toto Wolff.
Guys, what an amazing job by you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Love conquers all.
Love conquers all. That's a phrase. This image is incredible. All the rain and Lewis like with the arms extended, with the trophy that set first place, knowing what happened to Vettel. It's so symbolic. It's absolute cinema, as people normally say. Actually, you know, this image is pure cinema.
When I sat next to the car, I was like, you know what? Just before I got up, I was like, you know what? This is just a chance for me to get back up and maybe do something great tomorrow. So I really got past it quite quick. I had great support from my team when I got back, and I woke up feeling great this morning. And my prayers are not. I don't pray to win. I just pray that I'm able to do what I know I have within me. You know, like live to my. I feel like today I was able to do that, and that's why I'm like the happiest I've ever been, because I believed in myself my whole life and believed that I have something special in here when I'm in the car, and you don't always get to show it and to use it, you know. If you start first and you finish first, it's not really showing it. Today was one of those days when the rain came that you can really do something great, and so I'm grateful for a day like today.
2018 was fire. I also have 2018 F1 game in Steam. The whole season was entertaining. Really? Wow. Yeah, it's looking back now, was a very, very great season. Great fights, definitely. This interview that we were listening at, I decided to put it incomplete because it's like you can listen in the voice of Luis. Like for moments, he was close to cry or something like that. It was really emotional saying these things. How it take the mentality or how to say, he after the problem he had in qualifying, how he switched his mentality and his depression and sadness and turned into something positive to try to give his best in race and to wait for something to happen as it happened with the rain, and to show what it is, Lewis Hamilton, a true champion that never gives up, and he was able to show that. You know, it's I include this message fully because you know, for me it was very interesting to listen this kind of Lewis once he did what he did here and winning in Germany. Danny, who's your favorite F1 driver? My favorite F1 driver, for many reasons, it's Fernando Alonso. I'm Fernando Alonso fan since I was really, really young. Alonso is the driver who thanks why I'm Formula 1 fan as well. And yeah, that's my favorite driver. Who is your favorite driver, by the way? And if there is someone in the chat as well, you can also tell me who is your favorite driver. It would be really nice to know which is the favorite driver of all of you and to compare. It will be really interesting to know. So please, if you are in the chat, just let me know. It will be really fun will be very, very, very interesting to read you. So guys, that was the German Grand Prix. Very intense, really long. A lot of things happened. That's why you can see a very special editing, as you saw in the documentary, with different flashbacks, very interesting music. Because this race for me is the pinnacle or the main race of the season in the championship fight context. That defines everything for me. Sir Lewis Hamilton, wow. Okay, so I'm sure you are enjoying this documentary. Definitely. This documentary is very good for Lewis. So yeah. Alonso is the GOAT. Well, I don't know if it's a GOAT or not, but I love Fernando. Such a gladiator. Now still racing at 45. Wow, what a shame he has such a bad car this year. But let's see what happened in Monaco this weekend. Probably it's one of the only tracks where he can show his skills as a driver, and I hope he can at least get points. I will be really happy if he can get points in Monaco. Well, after this incredible race, let's continue, guys. Move on. The championship is still.
Sebastian Vettel
and this is Hungary qualifying session. Raining again.
This is the line, and he doesn't take pole in Hungary.
And he doesn't take pole.
Bottas now takes provisional pole position. Can Lewis Hamilton make his way round the final corner and take pole from his teammate? Crosses the line. Hamilton.
I can't believe I cannot see anything.
Is on pole in Hungary.
Lewis on pole again. By the way, such a terrible conditions in Hungary in 2018 on extreme wets and doing qualifying. Being honest, I don't remember a situation like this actually. Probably in these conditions, FIA in these days, they will stop the session until the rain gets lighter, you know, or less heavier, I'm sure. Because the visibility is absolutely terrible. I remember I did not watch this qualifying session on live. I couldn't. Because I was not at home. I watched just the highlights after that, and what a shame to miss such a great qualifying. What's with heavy rain, Hungary. I'm remembering that right now, but anyway, that's not the point for the documentary. No sense. Lewis Hamilton on pole again.
It's a Mercedes 1-2.
Yes, get it there, Lewis.
Are we good?
We're good. Hectic.
Now, obviously, hi Valentine, Jordi, how are you, man? Finally, you are here. You came. Glad to see you here. Now it's time for the race. Vettel starting, I think, 3rd or 4th. Lewis on pole. And Vettel 4th, even. I think his teammate out-qualifying Sebastian. Now remember, Sebastian is the driver who is starting at the back. Now he's not the championship leader. He's the one who has to beat Lewis. But obviously here on this track it's very difficult to pass. He will need rain again. I really feel bad for Alonso this season. In beginning of the season, I thought Aston Martin will fight for podium because of the Adrian Newey. Yeah, the same, man. But Honda engine, Adrian Newey. But for some reason, looks like the Fernando Alonso fans, we are destined to suffer, you know? Because it's not the first time. In 2015, we lived exactly the same with the Honda engine in McLaren with Alonso. What a bad season, and this has been even worse. But I have to still believe in. Let's see what happens in the future.
It's lights out.
Let's go.
Away we go. Hamilton gets away well from Valtteri Bottas. Kimi Raikkonen now slipstreaming behind Bottas, trying to attack.
Raikkonen really close.
Hartley and Magnussen. Hamilton leads into turn 1.
Wow, I'll save it.
Gain that place. Bottas is second. Raikkonen is Vettel.
Oh, Vettel by the outside.
The outside in turn 2. Yes.
Nice. Even Bottas.
But Valtteri Bottas hangs on the second place.
Nice, very good start by Sebastian.
Kimi Raikkonen down to 4th.
Luis stop. Easy. There, but obviously is leading just because the other drivers has to stop. The second is not real, obviously. Stop.
Nice job.
So now basically Luis stop, Bottas and Vettel still no.
You're faster than Hamilton. Keep your head down.
So our race leader now pits. Oh,
no, but stop. Oh, that not helps.
Valtteri Bottas, he's blasting down.
Ay. No. Yes, no, yes.
Stop has cost Sebastian Vettel a place. Back out onto the track.
Probably because of that bad pit stop. If not, probably will be come out in front of Valtteri Bottas in P2. Vettel was really eager to recover the places after a mediocre quali. Yeah, exactly. That's the mentality. I think he knew he has to do something great. Because in Hungary it's very difficult to pass people after lap 1. Oh, he will try to pass Bottas.
He's got a chance and surely he's going to have to go for it.
Oh, what a good braking.
Vettel goes round the outside.
I'll switch back to the inside. Exactly. More traction, DRS. You have it.
Vettel seized his moment and the opportunity has come.
You have it. Oh no! What happened there?
Vettel seized his moment and the opportunity has come.
Oh. Wow! What happened, Bottas? What did he did there? I think he touched Vettel. They touched. Oh, it had damage or not?
It's a 6th win of the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Which wins?
Lewis Hamilton, who extends his championship lead.
Vettel finished second. Well, fortunately, that touch did not affect to Vettel, but what a moment. Hungary also Lewis strong track. Yes, it's one of the best. I think he won, I don't know how much, but he won a lot of times. I remember one of the victories, for me, best victory of Lewis here is in 2013. That was the first season in Mercedes with the previous engines, the V8 engines. And it was the only race he won in 2013 because Mercedes was not so strong in that season. But I remember the weekend did Lewis that there in Hungary, not having the fastest car and being on pole and winning was unbelievable and was here in this track. It probably is one of the best of Lewis. He was desperate to stay ahead of Vettel. Yeah, absolutely, but man, you cannot crash. I mean, there is a limit. It's something similar to what happened to Sebastian in France this season, if you remember in previous Watchalong. Fortunately for Sebastian, the car was not damaged.
This afternoon.
And now look at the point advantage now, guys. It's 11 plus 13, 24 points, almost a full race distance in the championship. So Vettel definitely is not in the best condition right now.
Over Sebastian Vettel, a frustrating.
Anyway, at least he saved it. He started in P4 and now he's finished P2.
Afternoon for him.
Get in there, Lewis.
Get in there.
Big thank you to everyone here and back at the factory. That was a tough race for us, tough weekend for us. We came out with some good points, so I'm really proud of you.
Well, maximum points, very good. Belgian, Spa-Francorchamps, one of the best tracks. Can Vettel do something great? He needs to recover the lead, or to recover points from Lewis.
Critical breaking point, and it's worked well for Lewis.
It's raining as well. Another qualifying session on rain conditions. Man, what is happening this season? A lot of rain.
Worked very well indeed. A short run to the line then.
Hamilton goes fastest and is on pole.
Hamilton on pole again. Vettel P2. Vettel has to do something. He cannot lose more points against Lewis in the championship fight. Spa is a track where you can pass, but let's see if Vettel can do it.
And it's lights out, and away we go here at Spa. Hamilton
Good start for both.
as well, covering his teammate. Hamilton moves over to cover.
Wow, very close.
Locking up in a crash.
Oh!
Alonso goes over the top there of Sebastian Vettel, and there's locking up in a crash.
Oh, I don't remember that. The crash between Alonso and Leclerc. Look, wow. Whew, that was crazy, man. That is one of the races because thanks to Halo, man. Because look at the car. It literally plank into the step on into the halo of Leclerc. I mean, with no halo, this crash will be probably fatal crash. These qualies were really exciting to watch. Yeah, absolutely. On rain conditions. Spa, one of the best weekends. Jesus. Thanks God we had halo there.
Goes over the top there of Charles Leclerc. Hamilton.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down through a...
Well, we continue.
Continues to lead though.
Vettel is really close to Lewis. This is one of the famous phrases of the season. Listen.
But here comes Sebastian Vettel.
Wow. Here comes Sebastian Vettel.
But here comes Sebastian Vettel. With Lewis Hamilton. Vettel is alongside and ahead. Oh,
crazy. Wow, look at 4 wide. This start was so dramatic, and then we saw the 4 wide moment as well. Exactly this moment. Look at the 2 Force Indias, Ocon and Perez, Vettel and Lewis. Wow, what a moment. Vettel had the advantage.
They're 4 abreast going into Vettel and Hamilton.
What a start. And safety car, obviously, because of the crash between Alonso and Leclerc. 4 wide, yes, exactly. And the phrase, "Here comes Sebastian Vettel," that was another phrase I remember those days. That was really repeat like a meme, and also like a motivational phrase for Sebastian Vettel fans. I remember Vettel fans posting a lot of videos about that moment. Yeah, it was one of the moments. And now really it's safety car time. In the restart, Vettel passed in the straight to Lewis. I don't know if you remember that, but when we were watching the 2017 documentary, Vettel was trying to do it the same. Previous year, Vettel second, Lewis first, but he was not able to pass Lewis in the straight because once he passed Lewis, the speed, the straight line speed of the Ferrari was not enough, and even without DRS, both drivers, Hamilton is still ahead. But this year, next year, the Ferrari engine definitely had a massive upgrade, and now even without DRS, the Ferrari power was on par or even was higher than the Mercedes on the straight line. So that's the big difference. Next season, Force India copied the Mercedes. It's true. In 2000, well, I'm not sure if it was in 19 or 2 years later in 20. I think it was in 2020 or maybe in 2019. Yeah, that they copied them. Yeah, wow, what a great memories. Great memories. Well, restart. Can Lewis come back and to recover the lead? We'll go.
And now, with the safety car in, Sebastian Vettel has gone to get his foot.
Remember, Lewis cannot pass Sebastian until they cross the start-finish line because we are under it's a release of a safety cars. It was a really straightforward race for Ferrari. Yeah, it was, but with difficult moments.
And Hamilton is following him all the way.
And look, Hamilton is going to have a look.
No.
Braking zone. He could.
No, he cannot pass until the start-finish line.
Go through there legally, but he's got it a bit deep.
Lock up.
That's allowed Vettel to get away slightly. That was a mistake by Hamilton because it allowed Vettel to get away.
Sadly, look at that.
Get his foot down, and Hamilton is following him all the way.
And look,
I think he's trying to put pressure on Sebastian. Sebastian knows at this point that Lewis cannot pass until the start-finish line, but I think Lewis is trying to do something to try to force Vettel looking into his mirrors, and in that way to put pressure on him and to force him kind of mistake. That's my interpretation of why he's doing that move.
Hamilton is going to have a look.
This one.
Look into the braking zone, and it could go.
But the problem is that move Lewis did caused him to Lewis to lock up.
Through there legally, but he's.
Look.
Got in a bit deep, and that's allowed Vettel to get away
Sadly, is what he's saying Martin Brander.
slightly. That was a mistake by Hamilton because it allowed Vettel to get away.
He tried to put pressure on Vettel, and for Lewis was not the outcome was not the plan. Mauricio Ribabene
in this race, and it is the soft compound tyre that goes on the Mercedes. Verstappen would
Ferrari, obviously, the people in front has to stop, so probably second.
Take over in second place, so this could be quite close actually. Round about 2.5 seconds stationary would be very good indeed. Going to be very tight indeed, but Vettel does get out.
Okay. Verstappen in P2.
Verstappen and ahead of Hamilton.
We're chasing Max. Should be easy. Look at how tiny are the rear wings in Spa. So tiny to try to minimize downforce and drag. Nice sound.
He's going to get past Max Verstappen, and that's going to give Lewis Hamilton extra speed along the Kemmel Straight, and that will start to help him.
Wow, it was not easy at all for Lewis past Max, even with well, I think he had the DRS.
And that's going to give Lewis Hamilton extra.
Yeah, he had the DRS. Even with the DRS, was difficult to pass Max because clearly Red Bull was running here with a very low downforce setup.
Speed along the Kemmel Straight.
El Vettel is there, it's not too far.
That will start to help him a little bit. Gain on Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel reduces Hamilton's
wins.
lead.
Nice, exactly. That's what Vettel has to do.
Sees the checkered flag.
And the gap come back to previously Hungary. That is 17 points.
And wins the Belgian Grand Prix.
Hamilton had to try the undercut. He had no choice, but it didn't quite work. Yeah, I think that was the strategy, but yeah, I think Ferrari and Vettel did everything perfect here. Nothing to do.
Smells day.
Smells danger. Another Sebastian Vettel singing moment.
Grazie, thank you.
Ferrari and Mercedes both bought power unit upgrades. Yours appears to be the better. Are you positive for the next race?
Well, I hope so. I think that's the biggest compliment you can give to our motoristi. You know, Mercedes has dominated the power unit side for the last...
It has to count.
For nearly 5 years.
Yeah, since 2014, basically, since the new V6 Tour were started.
So, yeah, I think it's great to see that we didn't give up as a team, and we hung in there. I think we had a big deficit years ago, and if now we are a match, that's great news. And they say we are far ahead, then that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, basically, that's breaking news. For the first time ever, Mercedes, since the V6 Tour were started in 2014, is not the best engine. Actually, Ferrari is the best engine. Obviously, a bit controversial if you know the story, because in the future they will receive a penalty for that. But I think Ferrari somehow, you saw how Vettel passed Hamilton in a straight line. Definitely they have the best engine. And listen, Lewis now, very interesting.
They've been quickest since Austria, really. I think going into Austria or just after Austria. And we don't really have an answer for them at the moment. So, and we came here with a very good upgrade, and theirs is even better.
The engine.
How? I don't know, but I need more power.
That's very interesting. Luis obviously is not saying anything, but basically it's a message like, how is possible with the big upgrade in the engine we bring here at Spa, bringing here a super upgrade, how is possible the difference is still increasing with Ferrari, and they brought even a better upgrade in the engine, you know? It's like saying how they did it. A bit suspicious, you know? I knew at that time that Ferrari won't be able to carry the momentum for the whole second half of the season due to their downforce. Well, to be honest, I don't have the answer. Maybe it's downforce, but yeah. Anyway, let's keep watching the documentary and let's see if we can get a more deep analysis. But yeah, probably the best car in terms of downforce will be the Mercedes, definitely. And in a straight line is the Ferrari.
Lewis Hamilton on provision.
Monza. This is a good example. Completely engine circuit.
At the moment, leads into the Parabolica ahead of Sebastian Vettel, ahead of Kimi Räikkönen as well. Hamilton extends his advantage.
Hamilton on pole.
Vettel goes on to pole.
Vettel on pole. Kimi Raikkonen on pole.
Ferrari front row lockout. Kimi Raikkonen on pole in Monza.
Wow, what a quali. Hamilton got pole, then Sebastian, then Raikkonen. Raikkonen on pole position. Very important for Sebastian also to see Kimi in front. Obviously not for this race, but as Valtteri sometimes did, Kimi needs to be there in case Vettel need him, you know? And wow, pole position for Raikkonen. Obviously now Vettel needs a good start to be in front in lap 1.
And it's lights out and away we go. And Kimi Raikkonen gets
Good start by Raikkonen. So Vettel, here we go. Red War. Hamilton just behind. Oh, looking up.
Kimi Raikkonen, but he makes the motion.
Save it. Oh, ooh, that was close.
Look up there for Kimi Raikkonen, but he makes the motion.
Oh, they touch. Vettel and Hamilton.
Hamilton and Vettel.
Oof. They were lucky both, especially Vettel. Okay, now right side Hamilton, left side Sebastian, and in front of Sebastian Raikkonen, the top 3. This is close. Also Vettel.
Side by side, look at Hamilton alongside Vettel.
Oh, look, have it. No!
Martin, Hamilton and Vettel has been
Vettel out.
Sebastian
Look at Hamilton alongside Vettel.
Ah, he's just standing the braking, very intelligent. That was really close between Seb and Luis. He was. Ah, what happened here? Nah, definitely for me it's Vettel's fault here. I mean, he completely crashed into Luis. Luis is ahead actually. He spun.
Hamilton and Vettel has been spun round.
Wow, what a unnecessary movement. I think Vettel was not expecting Luis to see Luis.
Side by side, look at Hamilton alongside Vettel.
I think at this moment Vettel was not thinking Luis could pass him here, and he tried to stay in front as much as possible. But the problem of Sebastian is he cannot brake to extend the brake because he has Raikkonen in front. So at this point he's completely lost the place, and probably he tried to extend as much as possible the braking point, but too much, and
they touch Martin. Hamilton and Vettel has been spun.
And he lost a piece as well of the front wing.
Disaster for Sebastian Vettel.
It's last.
This race, he touched with Lewis Hamilton.
Terrible.
Silly, where did he want to go?
Well, yeah, but I mean, for me it's Vettel's fault. I mean, Luis was ahead. What a disaster for Sebastian right now. Vettel made a mistake by trying to attack Raikkonen by the inside. Kimi blocked Seb, and then Luis was really ambitious, and it was a fair move. Also, the dirty air kick in for Seb. Exactly, also the dirty air is very important to mention that. The cars on dirty air, when they are very close to the next car in front, you lose braking power, to say in some way, and grip. And yeah, very good analysis. I totally agree with you. Question is, how much places can recover Sebastian from now?
To check my front wing, and we couldn't see anything in terms of damage.
Good. And now Luis has to go for the lead. Ooh. Wow, look at the.
In terms of damage.
Carlos Sainz is making a move on.
Look at the front wing of Luis, how close is to the rear tire of Kimi. He really took risks on this move. Look at that. Whew. In the very last moment, he get out of the slipstream.
Hamilton makes a move on Raikkonen, gives him a little nudge towards the right.
Oh, good pass.
Moves into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix.
Oh, here we go, Raikkonen. By the outside.
Here comes Kimi Raikkonen, back for round.
Wow.
Regains the lead.
Great move by Raikkonen. Long time ago since I didn't see Kimi so strong.
And the Italian Grand Prix, and Monza goes wild.
Sebastian obviously recovering places. 14. Well, at least the car is not very damaged because it's recovering places. 10. 8.
That's a bold overtake into a scar.
6. Again, Luis.
Closer this time around, only half a second as they cross the line. Hamilton.
Wow, what a braking.
To go round the outside with Kimi Raikkonen. Can he?
Wow, what a move.
Yes.
What a move.
Kimi Raikkonen. As they cross the line. Hamilton. Hamilton moves out and has to go round the outside with Kimi Räikkönen. Can he take the lead?
Wow.
Italian Grand Prix.
What a move by the outside.
Yes, he.
It was a fierce battle, but they left each other enough place. Absolutely.
Hamilton takes the checkered flag.
And Lewis again wins, this time at home of Ferrari, the team of Sebastian Vettel, and the gap now is 30 points.
And the Italian Grand Prix victory.
I think Sebastian finished 4th, if I'm not wrong.
Thank you so much for all the hard work, guys, for continuing to believe in me.
Wow, if you listen really carefully when in the onboard shot, you can listen Lewis shouting like "wow," something like that. Listen.
All the hard work, guys, for continuing to believe in me.
Did you listen? Is this Lewis? Because he's so excited to win how he did it, passing Raikkonen at home of the Ferrari. Oh, I love that montage with that song, that chorus, and all this kind of confetti falling down. It's epic.
I, avoided that and tried to just stay behind him and attack him in the next corner. Obviously, I guess Lewis saw his chance, but it didn't leave me any room, so I got spun around and.
Well, I not agree. I think
his chance, but it didn't leave.
You have the room. Clearly, you have room here, but if you see the images, Vettel for me crashing to Lewis. Room, you have room definitely here. To avoid the cross.
Me any room, so I got spun around and couldn't, avoid what happened. I could have been the other way, which would have been nicer for us, but wasn't. That way, obviously, I was facing the wrong way, and it could have been a different race.
Definitely, because it was a race that Vettel could won. Well, move on. Singapore. This is qualifying. I am placing a part of the onboard camera of Lewis in the qualifying because this is one of the greatest laps I saw in my life in a qualifying session. During this weekend, I remember the Mercedes always struggling in this track. It was struggling all the weekend, and suddenly in qualifying, Lewis did an amazing lap. That is this one. How close he goes by the walls. Perfect, he nailed it. Almost touching there. I love Singapore, such a great track. Wow, look at the close. Last corner.
Hamilton crosses the line of 1:36.0. Wow, was that fast? Turn now to Sebastian Vettel, third on the grid only.
Third.
For a fourth time and a fourth record equaling time. Takes pole here in Singapore.
And pole for Lewis. The lap for Lewis was insane. It was. I recommend you guys, if you didn't watch it, to watch the full onboard lap. It's on YouTube, on the official F1 channel. And as I said, the context of this pole is that weekend, anyone was expecting Lewis will be, or Mercedes will be on pole. They were really far back from even Red Bull and Ferrari. And in Q3, you get that incredible lap on the limit. And exactly, extending the track to the absolute fullest. Exactly, you take advantage of every inch of track there. And, probably for me, one of the greatest laps Lewis did in his Formula 1 career, guys. Absolutely epic. Something similar to Max Verstappen in Monaco 2023, if you remember, against Fernando Alonso. Something like that. Anyway, for Sebastian, not good news. 30 points behind the championship lead. And now again, Hamilton on pole. And Vettel in a weekend that looks that he will be on pole, is not.
It's lights out and
second place for Ricciardo, I think.
away we go. Even start from the front to Sebastian.
No, Max, it's Max.
Vettel challenging Max Verstappen again.
Exactly.
This time they don't touch.
Max will never let you by by the outside.
First corner ahead of Sebastian Vettel. They're looking up behind as Vettel and Verstappen down Raffles Boulevard go wheel to wheel.
I love the sparks.
Sebastian Vettel ahead.
Wow.
Just squeezes ahead.
Great braking by Sebastian there, I have to say. Eh?
Wheel to wheel.
I mean, in a place where Max have the inside,
Sebastian Vettel ahead.
it's very difficult to win Max in braking. It's true that Vettel is in the clean line and Verstappen is in the dirty line. The grip is less. But anyway, the braking you have to do there to stop Max has to be impressive. And Vettel was able to do it. Also, a side note, in that last Q3 laps, Verstappen engine had some issues. Well to know because I forget it, to be honest. I forget it. It's true that Max was very strong in that Saturday because he was starting P2. So as I said, great braking by Vettel here. Look at the sparks, beautiful.
And Max Verstappen just squeezes ahead.
Question: have Vettel pace to challenge Lewis?
On the doctrine into turn 7 we have a safety car. Ferrari triggering what they call the undercut here. Getting a fresh set of tyres going like the clappers.
They go for Lewis.
Verstappen does pit. Will Vettel be ahead of Verstappen?
It worked, surely.
No.
Such a slow pit out. They're going to meet in the middle.
It's going to be tight.
We've seen this come badly wrong in the past.
Wow. Red Bull has overcut Sebastian Vettel.
Retakes a
Ferrari strategy mistake, maybe?
Place Lewis Hamilton, who extends his lead.
Lewis wins. Again, 40 points difference. Vettel finished third, losing the place with Max.
Championship and wins the Singapore.
And this is starting to look really similar to 2017.
Fantastic weekend all round. Really, really solid.
Great job, everyone. Going back to the factory. What a weekend. Keep pushing.
We are in the Lewis Hamilton zone. He's winning and winning and winning, and Vettel, for different circumstances, is not being able to be there. He's losing some mistakes. He's losing out of points. Very similar to 2017. Looks like a replica. Even a bit earlier than in 2017. Because in 2017 everything went wrong for Sebastian from this Grand Prix. But things are going in a very bad way for Sebastian since Germany. Seb has stuck behind Perez, I think, and that means Verstappen could overcut him. Okay, well, your memory is impressive, to be honest. Absolutely impressive. How do you remember that? Good to know, to have more context. Well, guys, the situation looks critical for Sebastian, not gonna lie, but let's see what happens in the next races. Now, Russia. I think it's pole for Valtteri, that always is very strong here. Vettel is third, and Lewis is second.
It's lights out, and away we go. Great start from Sebastian Vettel.
Yes.
Alongside Lewis Hamilton, and now
we'll pass Lewis.
Down towards
but Lewis had the slipstream.
Wheel to wheel, Hamilton and Vettel. Hamilton is now pulling away as they now break for the first.
The slipstream safe to Lewis.
And on the inside, Valtteri Bottas trying to go around the outside. Lewis Hamilton.
Wow, almost touched there. Oof. By the outside.
Turn 3 we go. Bottas, Hamilton and Vettel. So Sebastian Vettel needs his crew to give it the
try the undercut.
Possible change of tyres.
Now Pit Lewis has to cover Sebastian.
Now making his way into the final sector.
I think Ferrari might just be very close.
Here's Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, he will do the undercut, I think.
They've done it.
No, it's on the limit.
Sebastian Vettel, will he go past Hamilton?
Yes.
Vettel gets past Lewis Hamilton.
Great job by Ferrari here.
Ferrari's race strategy works in their favour.
Well done. Oh, but Lewis is there.
And Hamilton is coming back at him, and he's got a. He wanted to go down the inside. And Hamilton is coming back at him, and he's got a great.
Massive crash could happen there.
So, and he wanted to go down the. And Hamilton is coming.
I think it's like a very late move by Sebastian, maybe.
Back at him, and he's.
On the limit. That reminds me a lot to what happened between Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello, Hungary 2010. Not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but if you know, you know.
Got a great toe. Oh,
wow, that was close. Moved twice. It's true that it did like two defensive moves to the right side. The first move and second one more aggressive into the wall. very on the limit. Not sure if it's illegal.
Hamilton's going for it again towards turn 4. Has he got enough on the Ferrari? Under braking.
Wow! What a great move. That's humiliation, to be honest.
Up on the Ferrari.
Vettel maybe was very optimistic here, not thinking that Hamilton could try the inside.
Under braking to squeeze down the inside. Hamilton's done it.
In the dirty side. Great pass. I think Vettel was not expecting that in that place. Caught him by surprise, in my opinion. This maneuver for Lewis was mega. Yeah, was incredible.
Lewis Hamilton sees the checkered flag and wins the Russian.
And wins because, well, I put not here the context, but basically Valtteri had to let by Lewis again. And Valtteri was very angry for that decision, but you know, it's Lewis who is fighting for the championship.
Sebastian Vettel.
Especially starting the move on the outside. Yeah, it's one of the greatest because it's really weird and very special move. Yeah.
Loses 10 points to his.
10 points more loss. Now it's 60 points advantage or 50. I'm not good in mathematics, but I think it's 50 points.
Championship rival.
2 races, full races.
He comes home on the podium, but is now 50 points behind.
I'll move on to the next one. Japan. Obviously now, if you see the documentary, you are seeing the championship. It starts to be over. Obviously, still races to go. But it's very similar to where we are seeing now the demolition or the downseat of Ferrari and Sebastian for different circumstances in his race that is turning the championship in favor of Lewis Hamilton. And let's see what happened in Japan. Vettel 8th and Lewis first. Vettel again has to recover places.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Clearly we are in a phase where Mercedes car for some reason looks faster again.
Hartley gets away well for Toro Rosso. Hamilton covers off Bottas.
The start.
Slips behind Bottas. Sainz pulls out to the right hand side as they all go through turn 1. And Sebastian Vettel on the inside of the Toro Rosso.
No, still.
Now it's Hamilton through the S's ahead of Valtteri Bottas, Verstappen and Raikkonen. Then comes Grosjean and Sebastian Vettel, who's made up places. Crucially, getting past the 2 Toro.
Yeah, nice 6th. Goes for the Haas.
Now on the approach down.
Ooh, almost touching the grass.
With Romain Grosjean into
good move.
And that's a super move.
Oh, this is Max.
As through and smooth goes Sebastian Vettel.
Oh no, again.
Sebastian Vettel has come off worse. Sebastian Vettel.
The inside, bro, is not.
As through and.
It's true that here it has not fully alongside. Maybe Max will leave more space, not sure, but it definitely was a very risky move for Sebastian here.
Smooth goes Sebastian Vettel. And Sebastian.
And Vettel comes worse than of the maneuver. It's been unlucky even in that situation.
Vettel has come off worse.
Is it believable what this guy is doing? I don't think so.
That was really optimistic against Verstappen. I should have waited until the straight. Yeah, maybe, but I think in this point, I think for me, this maneuver from Sebastian reflects sadly the situation he was going through, considering the previous races, the crashes he had, all points he lost against Lewis. I think that overtake or that intention of overtaking shows how much frustrated was Sebastian at that point in the championship, trying to be or to complete desperate moves or very risky moves to try to go forward as soon as possible, knowing he was losing points against Lewis. You know, for me, it's a perfect example of how was the mindset of Sebastian in that period in the championship. So yeah, as you said, it's still waiting for the straight line and probably will make it easy. But obviously, we are not Formula 1 drivers. It's very easy to say from here, from the chair, but.
It is Hamilton's day
and Hamilton win again. This is starting to look unstoppable for Lewis.
I'm so happy, man. I'm so appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you so much, guys.
And now the gap is 67 points. And still, I think 4 races to go. 100 points available.
Well, his battery was clipping, I was boosting, so
clipping.
I knew that I would gain a lot at the end of the straight. He defended, so he saw me. I had the inside, but then I think he didn't give me any room. So I think.
Yeah, the run was tight, but it's true that he was not ahead.
Like that, you can't make it through that corner.
With Sebastian finishing 6th, there's a big opportunity for you to win the title as early as the next race. Does it feel inevitable now? Does it really come into your mind that it's that close?
Honestly, I don't let it. I don't let it because I think anybody in life, if you get complacent, then there's a potential for negative things to happen. So, you know, we've really worked hard to be where we are today. The others are not delivering the same as we are. And it's hard to keep up with the deliverance that we're giving at the moment. And that's just how it is in competition. But there's still 100 points available on the table, and we've just got to make sure we keep arriving with the same mentality, the same approach that we have these past 6 races. And there's no reason to change it. We've got to keep on improving, keep on pushing.
Well, obviously now Luis, he knows he has a massive gap, but obviously likes to be skeptical, put their feet on the ground, you know, because it's very easy to lose the focus when you are with such a big advantage. He's a great champion and he knows how to manage these situations. That's very intelligent. Yeah, it was an emotional downfall for Seb, and in that situation, it's quite easy to misjudge the condition. Yeah, it's exactly. I'm thinking the same. So that's why I like to understand the context of these battles as well, since from the emotional side. My documentaries have a big emotional side, using the music, the interviews, everything, to try to let know to the viewer who had not the occasion, for example, to watch this season in fully and to understand the championship contest, to try to let him know that the mentality and the mindset is very important also in Formula 1, you know. Love Luis' mentality in that time. Yeah, it was in his prime, definitely. Anyway, the championship is almost lost for Sebastian. We have to be realistic. Miracles sometimes happen, and especially in this season. Luis can say that. So, Circuit of the Americas, what a great track. Luis on pole again, and Vettel is P2, I think. No, P6. What about qualifying again? Vettel is 5th. Wow, Raikkonen again in P1. Even I think in the last races, Raikkonen is being faster than Vettel, especially in qualifying. We go, Vettel with Red Bull. We almost lost it. Okay. Seb had 4th place penalty, I think. Wow, thank you. Thanks you are in the chat today, because I did not remember that as well. So good to know. So probably it will be P2 still, no? Okay, that makes sense.
Contact down at turn 12.
Oh no, again.
Sebastian Vettel. They run down at turn 12 and another car spinning off.
Again, another spin. This is.
There's more contact down at turn 12.
Even, well, the contact was minimum. But always, for some reason, it's Sebastian who ended up spinning out. Like with Hamilton in Monza, with Verstappen in Suzuka, and now with Ricciardo in Circuit of the Americas. For some reason, every time Vettel touch another driver, only Vettel spun. This is very unlucky as well, I have to say, but it's incredible. Wow. Again, another race where I have to recover places. It's terrible for Sebastian. 15. 12. Move. 9.
His last US Grand.
Oh, Ricciardo out of the race. In this era, I think Red Bull is still having the Renault engines, that the reliability was very bad. If you look it closely, Seb had an oversteer and then they touch. Yeah. He had a kind of weird move and then they touch. But anyway, it's crazy to see how always Vettel ended up spinning.
Red Bull ends with a mechanical retirement.
So, Luis is still in second because Raikkonen leads. And well, Vettel is recovering places, but again, the situation is terrible for Sebastian. You can see a lot of contact with drivers, mistakes, unlucky sometimes. It's like the destiny is saying to Sebastian, you will not win this championship, it's not for you.
Box opposite Raikkonen. Box opposite Raikkonen.
Okay, we are under virtual safety car. Basically, that means if Raikkonen stay out, Lewis pit. If Raikkonen pit, Lewis stay out. To try to do the opposite, and in that way, in the long game, to try to beat Raikkonen, doing the opposite strategy. So let's see.
We are still in BSC.
Raikkonen stay out.
Yes.
So Hamilton pits.
So Hamilton has done the opposite to Kimi Raikkonen.
Okay. Stop. Nice there. But they're still recovering places. 5. Well, it's now in top 5.
DRS for Lewis Hamilton. Fast pace.
It's attacking Raikkonen. Raikkonen has to stop yet, okay? That's the situation. Hamilton on new tires. He stopped. Raikkonen has to stop, but Raikkonen will go for one stop less. So basically, this is a real fight for track position for the lead.
Down the inside, he can't do it once again. Is the outside the way to go here?
Raikkonen blocking like crazy.
Hamilton.
Yes, sadly, beautifully.
Oh, Mercedes.
Now Raikkonen stop. A great defense by Raikkonen. One of the last brilliant moments he left us in Formula 1.
Go on for Kimi Raikkonen.
We'll stop.
Copy that.
Sebastian Vettel doesn't really want to hold Max
Vettel suffering. Also, he has to stop.
Verstappen goes around the outside of the Ferrari.
Wow, easy.
He is up into third place.
Vettel is on very old tires. Kimi defend well, positioning his car at the middle of the track. Yeah, beautifully, he did. 5.
He's coming in. If Hamilton
Now,
was to finish third,
Hamilton stop.
Vettel finish P5, it carries on to Mexico.
Exactly. So he's conservative.
We just need everything now.
We do see some blisters also on Bottas. We believe he's trying to go to the end.
Verstappen.
Go Hamilton. Okay, now is Hamilton third, Verstappen is second, and Raikkonen leads. And this are the final laps. If Hamilton passes Verstappen in this situation, Hamilton will be world champion in this race. But he needs to finish P2 and has to pass Verstappen for that.
Gets a really bad exit.
Defense by Verstappen there. Oh. I think also Hamilton was really cautious because he knows that he's fighting for the championship in that moment. Oh, this is Vettel with Bottas for P4.
Towards turn 12 we go. Sebastian Vettel was wheel to wheel, and he's
Bottas go wide clearly.
he breaks too deep.
Great move.
Vettel puts himself up into 4th place.
Rivavene like crazy. Come on! I love this kind of spirit in the pit wall. I like people like Rivavene that were really, passionate persons.
Raikkonen wins.
And Raikkonen, incredibly, Raikkonen wins.
The US Grand Prix.
Verstappen second and Hamilton third. That means that Hamilton will not be champion here. Verstappen was really amazing in the race, having stopped only once. Hamilton went into the marble and he lost the car. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Verstappen, we all know that he's such a great driver. But I think, as I said, Hamilton was very cautious, knowing that also he was fighting for the championship, Anyway, the title fight is still surviving. One more race, thanks especially for Raikkonen that was able to win, and what a win.
Lewis Hamilton.
Gap 70 points.
For 3rd place, and the title fight will carry on to Mexico.
Nice to see Kimi there.
I might as well just put in there also, I heard that there was some stories written, taking a comment of mine last week talking about me making mistakes. I don't want to make small mistakes to lose a title, and people were saying that I was taking level. I cannot afford to make mistakes. This was what I've been focusing on. So Sebastian had his penalty. He had to start further back. So he had to go all out. He had to take risks that I perhaps didn't have to take. So for me, I really just needed to finish third and just bag those points really. But naturally, I'm a racing driver, so I wanted to move forwards. But the weight in which I needed to take risk was not as big as it was for Sebastian. So I would have done exactly the same as if I was him.
Interesting reflection from Luis.
Ferraris were really quick in the last race, so you have to assume that they're going to be quick this week. If you look at last year, there was the top 3 were I think were Ferrari, Red Bull, and for some reason, being that the power difference here is kind of irrelevant. You see the Red Bull, which is a great car. They're going to be really quick this weekend. It's going to be hard to beat them. They came second in the last race. I think they're going to be strong in qualifying and in the race this year. So kind kind of excited for that.
Yeah, basically it's gonna be difficult. That's what he's saying, Luis. That yeah, I have advantage. I almost touching the world title with my fingers, but Mexico is gonna be difficult. It's true. Mexico always is a track with very, very special characteristic due to the altitude. And also Red Bull was very strong here, along to Ferrari and Mercedes. So looks at 3-horse race weekend. So let's see what happened.
Valtteri Bottas.
It's qualifying.
Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen were just starting their flying laps right now. So let's look at his teammate. Sebastian Vettel then was on provisional pole and misses out. He stays second fastest and
second
to provisional pole in the process. Ricardo Verstappen now fight back. Can Hamilton fight back? Max Verstappen, is it pole today? No, he misses.
Verstappen lost the pole.
Next to cross the line, he's only third fastest.
Therefore, Lewis is not on pole. That's really weird.
Crucially, in the championship battle starts ahead of Sebastian Vettel.
Okay, so Luis is third, but ahead of Sebastian, and the Red Bulls 1 and 2.
You could take your 5th World Championship tomorrow. Even dare to think about it?
Nope. I mean, I can. I just not really. That's not particularly thing that's on my mind. We obviously saw in qualifying there was in P3 we had some engine issues. Also yesterday, so I'm just praying for. A smooth and safe race, and actually just want to go out there and give it everything.
Is second row of the grid best expectation?
Yeah, I think the Red Bulls were out of reach today, so I was pretty happy with the lap I had. I don't think that there was that much left.
Is it all about getting the lead at the start, or certainly making up positions at the start?
It's a bit difficult to grab the lead, but who knows what happens. Yeah, we will focus on our start and then go from there, and then if there's an opportunity, I think we go for it. But it's a long race. I think it will be more important to manage the tires later on than making up ground at the start. But sure, if you can, you have to go for it.
Well, both drivers very cautious about their chances. For Luis, obviously, it's just finish the race and try to be champion. Yeah, for Vettel, the same than last year. Try to do as much as possible. I hope they don't crash as they did in 2017. And let's see what happened, guys. Everything almost done, but this is Formula 1. Let's see what happened. That's why they are professional drivers as well. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I love the the lights. They are stars. Wow, that's cool. That should fit very good for this year. That all people is doing memes with Mario Kart races. That the stars in the lights are really cool. Here we go. 1 and 2 for Red Bull. Vettel 4, Hamilton 3rd. Very interesting race start.
It's lights out and away we go, and Hamilton makes an incredible start from third.
Wow, indeed. What a start from Luis.
Sebastian Vettel.
What is Max there? Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's why Mexico is so cool, the race start. It's so long, the first, the wait until turn 1, that you can see this kind of melee or group of cars. It's beautiful, beautiful. Crazy madness. Oh, Verstappen in the braking. Wow, to pass Verstappen, you have to be very brave.
Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas alongside Daniel Ricciardo and ahead of Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian passing Bottas.
Front's opening a lot.
Okay, Luis stop. Pit stop, P3.
Tires are going off a bit, but we try to hang in there. Happy to stay as long as we can.
Vettel will try to extend a bit the pit stop. Okay, different strategy, maybe.
So, Sebastian Vettel pits, and it's a nice pit stop as well.
Yes. P4.
Hamilton might be going for it, but Kimi Raikkonen into turn 1. He is going for it,
Again, fighting with Raikkonen. Wow, what a move.
Hamilton gets the inside line at the exit of that chicane to pass
P2.
Kimi Raikkonen.
There's Ricciardo.
Vettel is right there on the rear wing of the Red Bull once again. He pulls out, as you can see, to the right-hand side.
The inside.
Turn 1 we go. Sebastian Vettel on the inside.
Oh, what a move. Great move as well by Sebastian.
They come close, but they don't touch.
P3.
Lewis Hamilton racing Sebastian.
Okay, championship fighters, championship contenders on track finding again.
DRS range for Sebastian.
Here you go.
Ferrari is gaining, he's going down the inside on Lewis Hamilton as Sebastian Vettel moves into second place in this race.
Well, easy. Vettel passed Lewis for second place. That's interesting. Probably it's the first time in a long time that Vettel passed Lewis and properly passed Lewis. In that race, the tire degradation was high in the Mers. Yeah, I think they suffered a lot here. Ah, look at that. This is Hamilton.
Here comes Ricciardo this time. He's going to go around the outside. Hamilton.
Wow, looking up. Oh, watch out, Lewis. Oh, no.
And over the grass at turn 1.
Nothing left, guys.
Oh.
These tires are dead.
Yeah, what you said. These tires are dead. Wow, that was dangerous for Lewis. If he will crash, maybe he will give chances to Sebastian to rejoin in the title fight.
Smoke coming from his car.
Yes, big time to watch out for slippery track.
It's a Red Bull out of the race. It's Ricciardo, because Verstappen won.
Wins the Mexican Grand Prix.
Again, like in 17, Verstappen won a lot of times in Mexico. He won one of the best tracks for Max. Vettel second. I think Lewis is 6th.
Lewis Hamilton, the man from Stevenage, has done it once again as he rounds the final corner. It's high fives for...
But it's enough. It's high five for Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is again champion of the world.
Lewis Hamilton, a 5-time champion of the world.
Well done.
I just feel very content right now. I just feel very happy. But I'm really trying to cherish this moment because I know I won't. This moment will only last for a period of time, and then you're moving on to the next thing. And time is just so precious. This is a precious moment for me, so I'm just trying to absorb it and really cherish it.
As always, I love this kind of work for Lewis Hamilton. Again, world champion. I think he finished 6th in this race. It's interesting because as happened in 2017, where he finished 9th, in the races where he became champion, that was the same in Mexico, he was not in the podium. That's a bit of shame because always you like to celebrate a world championship in the podium or winning. But anyway, it was enough. The advantage was enough, and since Germany, after Germany, as you can see in the documentary, apart that Sebastian Vettel won the Belgian Grand Prix 2 races later, for me the German Grand Prix changed everything. As you saw in the documentary, maybe Mercedes upgrades work better. Also, Vettel made some mistakes, as you saw. Lewis was very strong in qualifying in race, winning a lot, being on pole constantly. Definitely, the second half of the championship turned into Lewis Hamilton, as happened in 2017 for different circumstances. The silver versus red saga is very similar from 2017 to 2018. Ferrari starting very strong on pair with Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton, and in the second half for different circumstances. Probably most because of the team in 2017 and most because of Sebastian Vettel driver errors in 2018. The story ended up in the same way. Lewis being world champion, but anyway, well deserved. That's why Lewis is out such a great champion. Yeah, Sammy missed out on the podium, but his mentality and concentration, consistency brought him the title. Exactly. That's very important as well to say. That's one of the reasons because Lewis actually is 7 times world champion, because it's not just a driver that is fast. He's very intelligent, good mentality, never give up. And we are seeing this season in Ferrari. I even enjoyed a lot seeing Lewis again in his prime or on his best performances. You know, the race he did in Canada the other day, passing Max, was really good because finally felt comfortable again in a car, in a Formula 1 car, like in these days. So, yeah. And now this championship title for Lewis means a lot because now it's the 5th, and now, for the first time ever in his career, Lewis Hamilton have more titles than Sebastian Vettel. That is in 4, stuck in 4. So that definitely means a new era where Lewis Hamilton is the new, not only the reigning world champion for next season, also is the new, how to say, the new king of the competition of the grid, the new leader of the grid, because he's the driver with most World Championship in the current grid. So it's super important, this title fight for the 5th title between Seb and Lewis, because ends or means the new era of domination of a new driver, in this case Lewis Hamilton, and the final reigning of Sebastian Vettel era. Classic donuts, like in 2017, very similar.
Still got things to achieve. There's still so many targets, so many things ahead. I could never ever personally classify myself as the best. Obviously, within myself, I know my abilities. And my dad always told me since I was 8 years old, he said, "Do your talking on the track."
It's not our day, it's not my day, it's Lewis's day. And congrats to Lewis. I think he was just the better man, full stop. You know,
that's what I love most from this rivalry, these moments.
Drove very consistent, he was very fast, and they were able to benefit and make or use the advantage when we were maybe struggling, but that's a quality, that's not luck. So it didn't come for free, and therefore I think, you know, there were a couple of races where the points slipped away from us, but they did very well to make sure that they did.
Sadly, that's one of the things I love most from this rivalry, is the respect that Vettel shows to Lewis every time. The respect both have. It's a rivalry. Maybe it's not so iconic like Max versus Lewis in 21 or the Silver War between Rosberg and Hamilton. It's not so intense, but it's very also iconic in some way, in the way they respect each other. They had difficult moments, like in Baku, for example, in 2017, but the respect was always there. And for me, this is one of the best examples in life that shows you that, yeah, you can have enemies and to fight hard for something that any other driver wants to achieve, or other competitor in other sport or whatever you are doing. But at the end, the most important thing is, don't forget that we are all human beings. We are competing, but once the competition finishes, the best way to pay tribute to the competition itself is to show respect for the competitor that was better than you, and by the other hand, the driver or the competitor that was able to win, to recognize that, yeah, he won, but he fought against another great contender. You know, that's a sport, and in this rivalry is very well reflected. That's what I love most, definitely from this rivalry. So yeah.
If you could see how tough it was for us from the beginning, and even
you can see the the Sebastian Vettel face is not saying anything, but he's saying everything with his facial expression. Like, the title slipped away from me again, another year. You know, he could do it. We saw they had the car, but for different circumstances, as we saw. Probably in this 2018, for me, my opinion, Vettel lost this title more than in 2017. In 2017 was reliability, especially. But here in 2018, I think he did some mistakes that he could avoid. Probably will be there in the championship fight. I agree, Seb saw an intelligent behavior. Yes, Seb is a very intelligent driver as well. So it's just a shame to see him like that. But yeah, that's racing and that's competition. Have to see one winner and one loser.
If you could see how tough it was for us from the beginning, and even this year, you know, there's still fighting with those obstacles, and still coming stronger and stronger each year. And I feel like I'm still driving with that fierce fire that I had when I was 8 years old, which I love. And so I'll keep going until that goes, which I don't think is ever going to go, but I'll probably just, my body clock will run out at some stage.
Well, for the moment, it's still shining. And yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, guys. The mentality of Lewis, spirit for winning. Actually, even at 41 years old, he's still there in the grid as Fernando Alonso. They are legends, and probably in 25 years, people will realize of it fully. But this is the story. And this is the image, guys. After the fight and after the war, these two, seeing the season perspective, congratulating each other. This is racing, guys, and this is Formula 1 as well. Silver versus red, Sebastian versus Hamilton. A rivalry that we should not forget, because it was maybe not the most iconic, but one of the most beautiful in terms of relationship between contenders. Also, Lewis had a difficult start of the season, don't forget. Yeah, it's true. The first half, he suffered. That's the reason why also Lewis won the championship, because he was able to turn around the situation, to never give up, and thanks to that, to complete such amazing second half. So yeah, I'm not saying that Lewis had no merit. Both drivers had merit. But yeah, definitely Sef could do something more, I think. But anyway, beautiful title fight. This is 5-0, guys. Hi, it's Danny Lozano, the creator of Silver vs Red F1 2018, 5-0, the video you have watched. I hope you really enjoy it, and you can support my work as a video editor clicking or touching one of the two buttons you have below this video, the Patreon button and the Donate button. It's your decision, and if you decide to do it, thank you so much. Your support, it's really important to keep making these videos. Thank you. Well, yeah, that's the message for the end. That's for people who like to support me. In the website, what is this documentary? Patreon button and donate button. It's a way you can support my work, and that's why the message is there. But I hope you enjoy this watch along, guys. We watched the second Silver vs Red documentary. A beautiful rivalry. One of my favorite rivalries as well. People love Silver War. People love the 2021 documentary, but this one is very cool as well. We saw how Lewis and Seb fighting, ups and downs, frustration, emotional moments, great battles on track, Ferrari, Mercedes on track fighting. It's a very good documentary, so I hope you enjoyed, guys, this watch along. Thank you to my patrons, to all these people, by the way, who are supporting me. Thanks for watching, and stay here just a couple of minutes, guys. As always, I would like to talk with all of you, with the big fans of these videos. But basically, we finished the second Silver vs Red documentary. Still one left that is very short, but it should be very interesting to watch. And we should. It was a nice watch along. Thank you, mate. I wonder what will come after this one. After this one, I will tell you that the next we will going to watch is the last Silver Red documentary. Not sure if you watch this one. That is Silver vs Red F1 Extended. It's a very short documentary, 30 minutes only, but here are the races that I've not edited in the 2017 and 2018 documentary once the championship was decided. In 2017 and 2018, the championship was decided in the Mexican Grand Prix, but after the Mexico, we have Brazil and Abu Dhabi in both years, 2017 and 2018. In this documentary are edited these two races per season, in total 4 races, 2017 to 2018, where we see how they were, these races. So very cool, but this is probably the next documentary we will going to watch. But first, as always, before to leave the watch along, as always, remember, guys, I know some people is tired about listening this message because I repeat the same after a new watch along, but this is the way people can support all this work. If you would like to get involved a bit more in my community, to know more about my work, how I work in these videos, some tips on inside secret details about the editing process of these videos, of these documentaries. That's why we have a great community on patreon.com/flows. I will place the link in the comments below once this live stream finishes. Basically, this is my community. I have special collections like this one, Silver vs Red, where I have not too much posts, only 3 posts, but here I explain, for example, the full process of the remastering of the 2017 documentary, the color grading I did, the changes in the graphics. Very cool, with very cool insights and information. Or, for example, the full music playlist of the documentary, Silver vs Red. You can listen all songs that sound in the documentary. I spend big time creating this music playlist where you can listen each song individually with timestamps, and in that way it's just a great way to listen all songs that covers these documentaries it's in a very nice way. Also, I have much more posts, more than 100 posts, explaining a lot of things. Actually, I'm working in my 2026 project, Drive Over, where I'm explaining in live events more information. You have Silver War videos, 8th and 1 videos, where I explain different stories about the documentaries, different process that not many people know, and I know as a creator. And basically, this is people that can join on this content, getting the premium pass. You can get the supporter ticket, but the supporter ticket is only for supporting. Premium pass gives you access to my full feed with all posts and log for you. And also your name will be written at the end of my documentaries as the names you saw in the credits of this Silver Red documentary, okay? As I said, this is for big fans, guys. And for people who really love what I do and they would like to support it. So if you really love what I do and you would like to be part of this community, you are invited. And yeah, waiting for you there. I try to post content at least each month, and more to come. And before to the end of the live stream, will there be a career mode in F126? Career mode? Are you talking about my gaming channel? Maybe. In that case, yes, just go there. Yesterday I played, but this is a topic for another channel. This is not my channel, but yeah, I will play, in case you are wondering that. As I said, before to finish, the other big thing is where I get this kind of t-shirts. Actually in here, in this documentary, watching the 5 or Nothing t-shirt, that is the logotype of the documentary, the logotype I designed for the 2018 documentary, 5 or Nothing, silver red. And yeah, this merch you can get it as well in the store, in case you would like to have one. In the Floss store, this is the Floss store, and the silver red, you have different t-shirts on different colors, red, in black, with the logotype. Mugs for your coffee or water with the logotype, posters, a lot of products for big fans of Silver versus Red. I will place the link first, Patreon page here in this card, and the link to the Floss store. If in case you would like to get this kind of t-shirts, I will place it also in this card. When and which team? Red Bull. Just go to my channel. Yesterday I posted a video. You can see my first laps on the game with Red Bull. And guys, basically this is the thing. This is the thing of this day. We finished another documentary. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot commenting it with all of you again. Thank you for to all people that was in the chat commenting. It's much fun when you are here. And as always, I live in Mate. See you in the next watch along. Have a good evening. Thank you, man. Thank you. I hope to see you again in the next watch along. It was really nice to chat with you and with the rest of the people. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, for the man who made the super chat today. Amazing. Thank you so much. It means a lot for me to see that you really love these things and your support. And if you are watching this live replay in the future, the next watch along will be Silver versus Red F1 Extended, the final documentary between Hamilton and Vettel. And I will place it here in the future. Thank you, guys. Good evening, guys. See you soon in the next watch along, in the next live stream. Take care. Bye bye.